The only positive I can take away from today's game is the fact that it got moved up a couple hours so I can watch the national championship game tonight with no distraction. That is the only thing that I can say is a good thing out of this Yankee game. Because I'm really looking forward to watching Florida-Houston. If it's anything like the Final Four, if it's anything like the semifinals, or if it's half as good, then it's going to be a great game. But this is not a Final Four channel. It's not a college basketball channel. It is a Yankee channel, and today the Yankees annoyed the hell out of me. It makes yesterday's loss even more frustrating because now we're on a losing streak here. If we had won yesterday, if we had pulled off the comeback, if we had scored a run in the 10th or 11th inning, we have a runner on second, just get a single once, it would have been, this game would have been a lot easier to digest. But no, that doesn't happen, and now we've lost 2 in a row. And all the hopes and promises that I had at the beginning of the season about this team was going to be the most amazing offensive team we've ever seen, all those, it's now starting to, the reality is starting to creep in here. The Yankees are now starting to look, I mean, they're still a good team, but they're not as dominant as we thought they'd be. They're now tied for the best record in the American League East as the Red Sox. Here comes Boston, who's been red hot as of late. They swept yesterday the Cardinals in a doubleheader. They got the Blue Jays tonight. They have a chance to take the lead in the AL East, and that I'm not excited about at all because Boston is going to be a tough nut to crack this season. And they've certainly looked really good to start out this year. So we need all these wins. Every win we can get. We'd certainly appreciate that. So yeah, let's get to the game here because it was just frustrating. All right, let's get to the headline of this game is going to be Rodon. I was already in a bad mood because I saw that DJ joined the team and was starting a rehab assignment. Why do we need that? Oh, great, that's what we need. His lack of productivity in the lineup. That's great. Bring him out there. Sure, why the hell not? So they bring Judge out. Well, they bring the Yankees out. You know, it's cold. It was snowing there today. The lineup comes, you know, the offense does nothing really in the first or second innings. Rodon, though, looked really good in the first 2 innings. 2 clean innings, 3 strikeouts. Where things started to go wrong was the top of the third. Ben Rice hit the triple all the way to the wall. We all love that. We're all excited to see that. We're all feeling good about ourselves. And then Ben Rice does the one thing you cannot do, which is with 1 out and Aaron Judge at the plate, he gets picked off. You can't do that, Benny. Why? Where's the logic in that? So frustrating to see that. And yeah, maybe he should have been out by a bit of it. I don't know. I haven't checked the replay close enough, but that killed us. Killed us there. Now Judge walked after that, but I mean, you don't do that with Judge at the plate. You make sure with Judge at the plate you do not give up any outs. But he did, unfortunately. And then we get to the bottom of the third. Yankees don't score on the top of the third. We get to the bottom of the third. Rodon opens up with his 4th K. And all right, let's get to it. Yes, that should have been a strike on Kreidler. Okay, like there's no reason that should have been a ball. 100% should have been a strike. We get it. You know, and you had Rodon saying that was bad. Yes, it was absolutely bad. And then he struck out Maury after. It should have been the end of the inning. I agree with you. But here's the thing. If you're a pitcher, these things are going to happen. Umpires are going to make stupid, idiotic mistakes. And it's up to you to not do anything to not allow that to cost you. To not allow that to wreck your inning. All right, you got Maury out. It should be 3 outs. I get it. But you know what? That happens. There have been bad calls made in every game in the history of baseball, and you can't let that affect you, and you can't let that ruin the rest of your game. And unfortunately, it did. Because right after that, he does what he always does, which is give up that one crushing home run a game. He does it to Andy Ibanez. Ibanez takes one in the left. It's 3-0 Detroit. And that was really the end of the game because the Yankees never really responded after that. 4th inning, Yankees go down 1-2-3. Top of the 5th, we have, and there was another bad call there by the ump. There was a really awful ball call. Again, not cost the Yankees the game because Rice ended up blocking anyway, but there was another horrendous call by the ump. The ump made some terrible calls today. It was so clearly a ball, but he said it was a strike. Rice walked anyway, so it didn't matter, but just difficult to think about there. And then right after that, after Rice walked and Grisham was already at second, we did see Aaron Judge, doing whatever. It wasn't a home run from Judge. We could have used a home run there, but a single is nice. Could have used it. Shortstop couldn't get it. 3-1 Detroit. All right. Nice. But unfortunately, Bellinger struck out. It was good to see Cody back in the lineup today, even though, didn't get the hit first in the big spot. He did get a hit today, but not in the big spot. And, yeah, that was the end of that inning. Good play by Goldschmidt in the bottom of the fifth. On a rounder there to I'm not sure who that was to. I think it was to Kreider or something like that. Yeah, Kreider. It was a good play there. But so that inning could have been worse, but it was still pretty bad because before that, Cole Keith reached on an error by Oswaldo. Rogers walked, and then Justin Henry Maury, 2-run RBI single, 5-1 Detroit, really putting the game out of reach there. And then we had Boone have a chat with the umpire, which was appreciated, but even Boone feels like he lost his luster. He didn't get thrown out. Old Boone would have gotten thrown out for that. Here he just did whatever. Didn't seem to care. Sixth inning, we go down 1-2-3. Seventh inning, we go down, well, not 1-2-3. Wells hit the single. Grisham flies out. Oswaldo grounds into a double play. Our old friend, the double play, came back in full force. And then the bottom half of the seventh inning, things still suck. Cole Keith singles. They finally take Rodon out. They bring Ottavino in. Rogers walks. Kreider strikeout. Kerry Carpenter replaces Maury. Carpenter walks. Bases loaded. And Sweeney grounds into a force out, but the run scores. And that makes it 6 as the Yankees just could not turn 2. Bad job by Jazz there, not getting a good enough flip on the ball. It's a 6 run there for Detroit. Rodon's final line, 6 innings, 4 hits, 6 runs, 5 of them earned, 3 walks, 8 Ks, 1 home run. So, I mean, he had some filthy stuff today, but it was the mistakes, especially that third inning. Without the third inning, you would have been fine. But unfortunately, and yeah, again, he should have been out of the inning. It's not a good enough excuse. You got to be able to get out of Banez. Couldn't do it. And we did see some hustle from the Yankees on top of the 8th, which was appreciated. We got to see Bellinger single, show some hustle there. Goldschmidt singled. And then Jazz reaches on a fielder on an error by Colt Keith. So a run was scored, 6-2. There was 2 runners on, but Volpe flew out that end of the inning. Yankees lose this one here today. Just not a good performance. There was some good stuff on offense, but not enough. Only 1 for 5 runners in scoring position. They left 7 runners on. 1 through 4 all got hits today. Rice, Judge, Bellinger, Goldie with 2 hits. A hit from Wells, a hit from Grisham, but a lot of guys today not being able to come up with the big hit that we really needed. And yeah, Rodon struggled. Too many mistakes on his part. And yeah, there was some unluckiness, some errors by Oswaldo and the bad strike calls, but we needed him to be better and he wasn't. And the Yankees couldn't get too many big hits off of Mize or Detroit's pitching. At least Detroit's a good team, though. At least that's the one thing you can say. The Tigers are a very good team. So this is not the Pirates. The Tigers are a very good team. So not the worst thing in the world to lose to them, but still, coming off yesterday's loss, it really just puts a damp in your stocking, or whatever the hell the expression is. I don't think anyone, damp in your stocking? A coal. It puts a damp on your parade. It puts a coal in your stocking. It puts a whatever in a whatever. I don't know what the hell I just said. I have completely blacked out, but that is what this team has done to me. Well, I'll watch the game tonight, and hopefully I'll enjoy that. Put a damp on your stocking. What the fuck did that mean? Am I an idiot? Yes, I am. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe down below. I will see you tomorrow for Yankees Tigers at 1 o'clock. Take care, and God bless.